Hey everyone, what if I told you one of the most anticipated swimming events of the year is missing some of its biggest stars? The 2026 Pan-Pacific Championships in Irvine are just days away, but fans are already buzzing about who's not going to be there, and why. It's not just about who's absent, it's about how these absences reshape the entire competitive landscape. Let me break this down for you. Take Kaylee McKeown, for example. The Australian backstroke queen was supposed to be a force in Irvine, but she's out with mono. Now, imagine a world where she's racing against Regan Smith, Catherine Burkhoff, and Claire Curzon. That's a showdown for the ages. But without her, the backstroke events lose a huge chunk of drama. What's fascinating is how illness can upend even the most carefully planned athletic careers. McKeown's story isn't just about her absence. It's a reminder of how fragile peak performance can be. And honestly, it makes me wonder how many other athletes are silently battling health issues we never hear about. Then there's McEvoy, the guy who broke the 50 freestyle world record with a 20.88. He's skipping the Pan Pacs entirely to chase Commonwealth Games glory and potential Olympic relay spots. But here's the kicker, without him, the 50 free becomes a US-dominated event. Jack Alexey, Michael Andrew, and Chris Giuliano are all in the mix, but none of them have the same explosive edge as McEvoy. This raises a deeper question. When the fastest man in the world chooses not to compete, does it change the sport's narrative? Or does it just highlight how stacked the US team is right now? And let's talk about Tomohiro Honda. The Japanese butterfly star got into legal trouble over a driving offense, which has knocked him out of both the Pan Pacs and the Asian Games. This isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a career-altering moment. Honda was the number 2 seed in the 200 fly, and his absence leaves a gaping hole in Japan's lineup. What's wild is how quickly things can spiral for athletes. One bad decision, and suddenly you're not just missing a competition, you're missing out on a chance to cement your legacy. Molly O'Callaghan's injury story is another layer to this. She won gold at the Commonwealth Games but had to pull out of the Pan Pacs due to a back fracture. It's heartbreaking to see someone so dominant in relays and sprints sidelined by an injury. But here's the thing, her absence shows how much the sport relies on athletes pushing through pain. It makes me wonder, how many records would have been broken if she'd competed? And more importantly, how do teams balance the pressure to perform with the need to protect their athletes' long-term health? Finally, there's Kyle Chalmers. He's skipping the Pan Pacs for financial incentives at the Commonwealth Games, $40,000, to be exact. This isn't just about money, it's about priorities. Sponsors like Gina Reinhart are reshaping how athletes choose their competitions. Is this a smart move for Chalmers? Well, if he wins gold in Glasgow, that cash could fund his future training. But does it make the Pan Pacs less exciting? Maybe. It's a tough call, but it underscores how much the business side of sports influences the athletes we see on the block. When you step back, these absences aren't just random setbacks, they're reflections of the complex web of decisions athletes face. Health, money, legal issues, and personal goals all play a role. The 2026 Pan Pacs might still be a spectacle, but they'll feel different without these names. What does that mean for the future of the sport? Are we seeing a trend where top athletes are choosing fewer, more high-stakes events? Or is this just a temporary blip? Either way, it's a reminder that swimming isn't just about speed, it's about the stories behind the swimmers.